What it do? Just setting it up for my peoples so I could put the link on Twitter real quick. Nah, I mean, we lit. We live right now. What you talking about? We live. I'm about to break down the slate, give y'all that expert analysis that y'all like from me. Shout out to Soda Popinski. He kind of cheered me up this morning, put me in a better mood because God knows I was not about to do another video, man. Y'all been, I don't know, y'all been kind of like crippling my whole vibe. Not all of y'all, but the haters. And when y'all see the haters hating on me, y'all should let them know, shut up, because I'm sensitive, man. If y'all don't know about me, I'm sensitive. I don't care. I don't, I get crazy. I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to come on here, break it down. Hold on, let me go on Twitter real quick so I could just, damn. So I could just let my followers know I'm live, and then we going to break down the slate and we done. We off this. Easy. We going to do it nice and simple today. Pretty sure it's an easier way to do this. But this is how I know I'm not really computer savvy and all that. Boom. Alright, back. So 4 game slate should be a pretty easy one, but not really. Some big injuries, big injury implication. We got big shots that's out today, man. We got LeBron James not playing. We got Embiid not playing. We got Damian Lillard not playing. We got Ben Simmons not playing. So it's a lot of deciphering to do. It's a lot of deciphering to do. But you know how we do. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. And it is what it is. All right. Just want to make sure everything up and running. Make sure. All right, boy. We good. Um, why am I getting feedback? All right, that's good. So the first game, Philly versus New York. We look at Philly. There's 2 ways that I'm looking at this, right? And I think I'm complicating this more than I'm simplifying it. But we look at the point guard. A lot of people are big on Shake Milton. For some reason, I'm just not sold. I know he went off for 35 yesterday against Cleveland, which anybody can go off, in my estimation at least. Um, Colin Sexton and Garland and these guys, they're not really sticking nobody. You know what I'm saying? This guy shot the ball 57%. And, I mean, for the most part, he's been shooting efficiently. I see 37, 45, 50. So I can't say his shooting's been off. He's been shooting well. I give him that. Doesn't really get to the 3-point line. He shoots the three ball, it looks like, a little bit with some efficiency. I mean, yeah, he's a point per minute against the best defense in the NBA, Milwaukee. Why am I not sold him? I don't know. It's one of those gut feelings. It seems like he's a point per minute guy, right? Brooklyn, I pardon him because, I'm a Brooklyn fan. I feel like our defense is good. Even though we just lost to Bradley Beal, I'm not trying to hear it. I feel like Brooklyn is the best. But whatever. Chicago is tough, but he still was a point per minute. Memphis, we could give him an off night. He went 1 for 7. He's an NBA player. Most will do better. Milwaukee, again, a point per minute. Miami could be tough. He was half a point. So I don't know. I don't have a good read on Shake Milton. I made 3 lineups. I don't have him in any of my 3 lineups that I made. Um, if he breaks the slate and he's a popular play, so be it. Just not sold. Just not sold. I'm being honest. I prefer Alec Burks, but I didn't pick. I had Alex Burke last night before I went to sleep, and I was building some lineups. But then I came back and realized, like, yo, Embiid Simmons could be on the bench. Embiid left in like the first 5 minutes. For this guy to only get 17 minutes, it shows that something's going on. The coach is not feeling him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, they're not playing the man. Since he's been here, they haven't really been playing him. When he did get 30 minutes, he put up 26. Still, for 4K, that's 6 times value. But where's the upside to that? If I can get the Golden State Alec Burks taking I mean, he went 3 for 13, and that's another thing. So it's a combination of The coach not really trusting him, and he's a streaky guy. He's a shooter. He's streaky. I don't feel like they're gonna put the ball in his hand and make plays. I think Shake Milton and my guy here. I actually like this guy today. I normally don't like to attack the Knicks with guards, but I think Josh Richardson could be a little sneaky today. Um, he's a guy that gonna get the minutes. He's vetted in. This is his team. He's been there. None of these new guys is messing with his minutes. The coach is not sitting this man to play Glenn Robinson, Alec Burks, Shake Milton. It's not happening. He's gonna get his minutes. Minutes is opportunity. I mean, sometimes he relies on some defensive numbers. We look here, he had 2 blocks and 2 steals. So that's a total of 8 fantasy points. He'd have had 25, which is 5 times thing. Here he didn't have too many defensive stats, but he did get some rebounds. Um, you know. So whenever he gets minutes in the 30s, look here again, he got to save 5 times floor. So to say the least, his floor is pretty good when he gets the minutes. The minutes and opportunities and usage should be increased for him today with the extra injury to the team. I feel like it's a safe bet. To be honest, I didn't like him versus Brooklyn, and he got 39 minutes, but he still made his floor. I do like him a little better against the Knicks, and he's at home. These kind of guys feeding off the crowd, down a player. I feel like Josh Richardson could be a little bit sneaky tonight, so go ahead and give him a look. Um, Definitely consider some Josh Richardson, okay? Cork Mox, the coach likes him more, to say the least. He's the one that's probably going to get Alec Burks minutes, I think. For 4,400, another streaky shooter, man. When he gets hot, we seen he was hot. He went 12 for 17 and 13 for 17. If anybody continues to shoot like this in the NBA, they're going to get drug tested. And God forbid they not, what's his name? Malik Monk. You know what I'm saying? It's just not sustainable. He would have been a superstar. He just had a couple of days where he's probably in the gym. He was feeling himself. Don't let those numbers skew your judgment. Definitely consider him though, because what if he gets hot? You know what I'm saying? Look, he went 7 for 14 and still just got to 26. So is the upside gonna be there? I feel like the entire team got a bump in usage. Their 2 highest usage players are down. So me, I'm going to the next highest usage players, and those are the guys that I'm considering. So that brings me into the front court now. I'm starting to look at some Tobias Harris. Last night, Tobias had an off game. He shot the ball 4 for 13. They didn't have time to prepare to play without Embiid. I'm pretty sure Embiid was a big plan of their morning shoot around or whatever practice they did, knowing that Simmons was already out. They probably went around Embiid. Embiid went out early, so the team was just disarrayed. They got smacked by an inferior team because their whole game plan wasn't able to be carried out. Tonight, they got more of a chance to come together, know who's playing, who's not, more organized, and give them a better effort. So I feel like this is a Tobias Harris game. With increased usage, we know his upside could be in the 50s, 40s, 40s. I feel like this is his time to shine tonight. With that being said, the Knicks front court is also a little weak. Against centers, they normally did well when Robinson was starting because he kind of holds on to paint. But they've been starting Taj Gibson recently. And if Taj Gibson is starting against last night I knew Biyombo was gonna have a field. I'm like, there's no way Taj Gibson put in the body. That's my thought process. I'm making my line. I'm like, hold up. And I had flipping Porzingis in that spot, yo. And I was so pissed off. I'm like, hold up. There's no way that flipping um Taj Gibson's putting a body on boy, but Biyombo, I've been on. Whenever Biyombo starts in the mid-range area, min-player price, I'm on it. I'm on it. Same when he was in Orlando. So last night I was like, yeah. But today, Al Horford is a little smaller in size, so Taj Gibson and Al Horford could play and play the fool. I like both of them though. I like Tobias Harris because I don't feel like Randall. The fact that Randall usage is so high, that means so we know Tobias is going to be on the ball offensively because he's their leading scorer and he's like their best offensive threat. But defensively, he's going to be on the ball too because Julius Randle is a high usage guy. So he's going to be on the ball a lot. The ball's going to be around him a lot, and I like that feeling, man. I think that alone is enough for me to say, yeah, go ahead and consider some Tobias. The coach will probably drop most plays for him because he's probably the next man up, in my opinion. He has a decent matchup. I don't see why not. Go for it. Glenn Robinson, I was big on him the other day, and they just don't play these guys. These guys just came over from another team. Y'all got to prove yourself, man. Y'all not just going to get, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not just going to get jiggy. So, Al Horford, if he's going to get 30 whatever minutes, his floor should be pretty safe. Another guy, 25 floor. We know he got some upside. Every now and then he'll hit you with a little 40 bomb, 50 bomb. They kind of benched him recently because it's just too many, and I agree with that. move. You know, like you got a starting lineup that's two star studded with dudes that's potent. That's why you got some teams. You got dudes like Lou Williams coming off the bench, Dennis Schroeder coming. These are guys that could start on a lot of teams, but why are we gonna start them with all these star-studded players, and then when everybody's sitting down, we struggling, we blowing big leads. So they benched him for that purpose, but now he's back in the starting lineup. He's gonna need heavy minutes. I don't think the coach really wants to play this guy Kylo Quinn. With that being said, though, Kylo Quinn, min price, if he's gonna get 20 minutes, it's a decent matchup for him. Whenever he gets like upper teens, look, 16, 22, 26, 27. 27, 36. So the upside is there if he gets the opportunity. I don't have any Kylo Quinn. Only because for centers tonight, I really love a lot of folks. I like AD, which is also forward eligible. I like Giles. I like Steven Adams. Um, and who else I like with center? I don't even know. I just got to get to those games. I like Whiteside. Okay. So it's a lot of centers that I like tonight, and I'm not really trying to put a min price. I'm not trying to do Jacob Portal again. And that's where I went wrong last night. I should have kept Porzingis. I should have took Portal out. But Portal, I looked at the team. I'm like, yo, they don't got nobody else to play center. Who else is going to play it? And they put Trey Lyles in there. Them niggas, yo, they got 8 up. They got 8 up down there. I'm like, Papa, what you doing? They got 8 up. And then Podol was a point per minute. He played 9 minutes, put out 11 fantasy points. But then when I really analyzed it, the plus minus was just terrible. The 9 minutes. How you go down like I think it was like negative 17 or negative 11 in 9 minutes on the court. So Pop is probably a numbers guy. He probably saw that and say, "Yo, get this guy out of here. They killing him." But whatever. That you can't cry over spilled milk. I made money last night. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw that. Killed it again. So it is what it is. I like Al Horford. I like Tobias Harris, and I like Josh Richardson. AKA, I like all the OGs that's been here that knows what's going on. All these newbies, flyers, I'm not too crazy about putting my US dollar on those kind of guys, all right? Let's move on to the New York Knicks. I spent a lot of time on Philly because I feel like that's a game that really needs some scrutiny tonight. I feel like it's a game that needs us to sit down and look at it like, whoa, how do we decipher this? So the way that I deciphered it personally is go with the guys that's been there, who's talented, who the coach has a relationship with. Go with your Josh Richardson, go with your Tobias Harris, and go with your Al Horford. And that's how I feel about it. All right, let's keep it moving from that. Um, um, the Knicks, yo. To be honest, I didn't play him, but I got a lot of love for Elf Payton tonight. He's going up against a depleted team. He's already showed that he's a point per minute against this team. I don't know if Nicolina is playing tonight. Frank Nicolatina, I don't know if he's playing tonight, but I don't feel like he's a threat. Last night, they only played him 27 minutes. It could have been that it's on a back-to-back, and he's just coming back from an injury, but he did all right. Oh, he looked like he was probably fighting some foul trouble as well. So let's not get too discouraged with Elf Payton. He looked like he was fighting some foul trouble, all right? But 9 assists. That's what he does. He gets you in the double digits. We're in the 40s and 50s. All right. So if you're a multiple lineup guy and you don't got some Elf Payton, you're in trouble tonight. Again, with the value coming out of LA, I wasn't really able to get too much exposure, if any, but I do like him tonight. I think Elf Payton is a good play. And then the backups, I would just say no. RJ. How does RJ Barrett 6K? Who on DraftKings makes these prices and what do they think about? Like, how do you 5,800 in the last 10 games? You touched 30 once. I mean, come on. What are they looking at? Oh, he just went off for 33 against Houston. Okay. So they bumped him from 52 to 6, and he put up a 10 bomb. So they dropped him 200. Come on, come on. If you play RJ Barrett, you're looking for trouble. And with that being said, watch he go off for like 50. He go off for like 50. It's just not probable, man. It's just not a good play. I don't like it. I don't like none of these guys. Nick Latina, Dotson, I don't like any of these guys. I feel like they're just like um, punt flyer plays that if you get lucky, you happy, but who's to say you're gonna get lucky? And that's why they price reflects it. And then look at this shit. Yo, when you look at a person's team and like you see the high again, I don't know, Elf and Randall, that's it. Now, I would take a chance on some Robinson here, okay? He's averaging in the last 3 games 35. That's 7 times value for his price against this team. Now, what we learned because Embiid has been on a lot of rest management and all that stuff. We learned that whenever Embiid does not play, Philadelphia becomes a target for centers. But I got to be careful saying that this year because Al Horford, we saw when he played center for Celtics, he held it down. He played good defense down there. So Al Horford defense in the center role could play a difference as well. So we want to be careful, man. We don't want to get too carried away with numbers against Charlotte and Houston. I feel like Houston probably could have ran him off the court, but nah. He did 5 blocks and 2 steals. He is a block monster. He gets a lot of blocks. So 14 out of this 36 came from blocks and steals. Would have put him right around the 24 area. So 16 rebounds, I would say, is an outlier for him. He's not known for that. So these two could be a little bit misleading. I could see somebody getting carried away looking at the numbers like, oh my God, look at Allen Robinson, he's coming up. Just understand why he got what he got and just be careful. I do like him, but just be careful. Al Horford could be a little bit tough down there, all right? What else we looking at? Julius Randle and Elfrid Payton are the two Knicks players that I kind of feel tonight. If anything, I would say 8K Randle is just too expensive on a slate like this with all the other guys that I like. But then again, you're getting Tobias Harris overexerting himself, so he'll be on the ball a lot as well. If he'd got one more rebound right here, that'd have pushed him into the low 40s. I mean, and that's only 25 minutes. Why is he getting 25 minutes? This was a close game. So much to know. I know why. Because Robinson, you got to give Knox, you got to give Harkless now that's playing. Bobby Portis is starting to emerge as a factor. He's averaging 6 times in the last 3 games that they played. He just went for 24 and 29, so he looks like he got a decent floor, and they're working him more into the rotation. I won't be surprised if he has the big blowout games, and tonight might be that night again. You got to be a big gambling guy going. He's a going against all odds kind of player. That if you just get him on the right night, he'll go off for you. We know the talent is there. We saw it in Chicago. We know whenever the usage is there for him, he takes advantage of it. It's just that in this team, they're so loaded. They had to offload Morris. It was getting ridiculous. And we even said it in the offseason. Like, why are the Knicks signing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flipping power forwards? And we're starting to see the effects of it now. So I would just be careful. There's too many mouths to feed. I'm not super excited about anything that's going on right there. But there's opportunity, of course. I'm just not excited about it. Let me see what YouTube talking about, man. Y'all know y'all love me. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. I'm back. Let's get this money. Was good. I smashed on 4 game slates. Let's get it. He's back. You know I'm back. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Is your mic up all the way? Can you not hear me? Gabe Santana, you want to chime in? I ain't see my son chime in on my last live, but I know he was listening. He was low riding in the background. Yeah, breakdown is back. I'm in a better mood today. Horford should be in a smash spot, but I can't pull the trigger on him. He's been garbage. Shake Milton's a good player. Don't be putting juju on him. Yo, I just call it how I see it. He says, man, I hate these large slates. It's a 4 game slate. What are you talking about? Still pissed I came off Biombo for Portal. Oh, nah, I had both. Biombo took me to the money. Y'all want to see my lineups from last night? I'm going to show y'all at the end of the show. But it was weird. I had like 3 guys with snowflakes, and I still hit 300. I hit everything I entered in. Hit the thumbs up, folks. We have the man, the myth, the legend back. Yeah. And I finally, I was just a little bit upset because I put so much time, energy, and effort into learning how to set up these streams. I finally learned it, and I ain't feel alive. Everybody was hitting up on YouTube, yo, when you going live, bro? When you going live? And then I finally went. I made 4 lineups on the live show with different players. All 4 went over 300. One went for 360. And I ain't get no love. I'm like, come on, man. I'm wasting my time, man. I'm going to just play my line, stay in my own lane, and just show off on Twitter when I smash. You know what I mean? But that's not who I am. I'm really a nice person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back. I'm here. I don't know why people love Portal yesterday. Once they said he was a start and I pivoted to Savage. Yeah. You know what it is? I work. On my days off, it's better. It's easier for me. I could come in here and chill, but I work, so I don't get that last minute news. My lines was built from like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then I saw the whole Biombo thing, and I was just there fumbling. I didn't really get to sit down and get the news as it's coming off. So it was a little tough for me. If I saw that he wasn't starting, I probably would have got off of him too. I wouldn't have played Trey Lyles, though. That's a whole fact. What's up, the dog's back? Yeah, I'm here. Damn, I came in a little late. How you feeling about Randall? Oh, nah. I spent some time on Philly, so you ain't miss it. Fox now questionable. Thank God I didn't get to that game yet. What's up, my guy? Marquis, what up? Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, what up, man? What's good, Mr. Doug White? Yo, it's more than 30 heads in here. Why only 17 likes? Them likes up, man. Y'all cats show some love. I keep missing your live stream. Then when I get a chance to see it, you remove it. My bad, bro. I'm gonna keep it. I just don't like low quality trash, man. I'm not a person to present myself like that. You know what I'm saying? I like my videos to look. What it do, baby? What it do, baby? Wait. What up, donuts? What's goody? Nah, fam. Go on Twitch. You would make a killing over there. I'm looking into different avenues that I could profit now, man. I'm looking into different avenues. Just that, I'm actually off for 8 days. I don't go back to work until like next Thursday. Oh God, it just feels good to have a job that I only work 3 days a week and still make a decent living. I'm grateful. But anyway, let's get back into the slate. I just had to look at y'all comments and stuff. And let me where did that Twitter thing go? Did I close it out? Let me open it up on my phone. I can't open up Twitter on my main browser. I gotta go to the private browser. I don't know. These MacBooks, I had it for like 10 years, so I think it's getting old. Um, just want to see some news. Oh, Kelly Oubre done. He got a torn meniscus. Kobe White didn't practice. Back. I need you back in, Kobe. Kobe winning me money these days. Oh, D Fox questionable, so I didn't miss much. All right, we can see. I'll see how I feel with and without D Fox. Let's jump right back into it, though, guys. Let's jump right back into it. Oh shoot, can't be showing off the funds, man. What am I doing? All right. Let me X that out. What the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Got a little vibe hitting me up. All right, boom. Indiana versus Portland. Indiana now. Oh boy, it's so frustrating playing these guys sometimes because it's so frustrating. Brogdon has a good matchup. Um, but what I've noticed is point guards normally do well against Lillard because Lillard overexerts himself on the offensive side of the ball. I've been saying this a lot over the last couple of years that um, when a guy is super powerful offensively, it's very difficult for them to be effective defensively. There's this they're human beings, all right. That's why you look at guys that's superior defenders. They call them 3 and D because on the offensive side of the ball, they just stand up at the line and they save their energy. So when the other team get the ball, now they on it. They exert their energy on that side of the ball. You understand what I'm saying? When a guy exerts himself on the offensive side of the ball, it's hard to get back. He's winded. You understand what I'm saying? We're not. It's not like LeBron said. It's not. We're not video game characters. We're humans. So with that being said, um, CJ Mack has to overexert himself tonight because he is the team, which opens up for these point guards like Oladipo, Brogdon. The fact that Oladipo is back, I'm not crazy about Brogdon. Brogdon hasn't really capitalized big like he was in the beginning of the year, even before Oladipo came back. So now with Oladipo back, if I'm paying 7,300, I'm getting 32, 24, 31, 15, 36, 36. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm just off that. Oladipo, I'm off that. Graham, I'm off that. These guys have put money in my pocket, but it's time to. And that's why I've been doing better too, is because I've been getting like tunnel vision into this DFS thing sometimes. Whenever a guy start doing what, like right now, I'm big on Kobe White. He got back issues, so if he plays tomorrow, I'm like, all right, do I play him? You know what I mean? It's just those type of things. Sometimes you don't get too tunnel vision when a guy start hitting for you. You gotta know when it's time to come off of him. So it's time for me to come off of Oladipo, and then they got not Oladipo, Brogdon. They got this dude right here. Chill. They got this dude right here. They just put him at 6K. He hasn't touched 30 since he's been back. But all he keeps doing is price keep jumping. With that being said, though, tonight might be the night. We know that he got 50-point upside. And that's why his price is like that because of last year. The dude done sat through a whole injury. How we even know that he's back to his normal self? You know what I mean? So let's just pay it some time. Like they say, I'm a game log watcher. Yes, I need to see some consistency before I start putting my USD. Some people like to have that prediction game where, boom, got him. And that's good. That'll take down a GPP if you're lucky, but not me, man. I want to wait. I got to see it. I got to see some type of potential before I get crazy and start jumping on these dudes off the rip. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about Oladipo. And then Aaron Holiday, 5K, please. I mean, yeah, he can do it sometimes, but he's just not up on the toe. He's not up on the priority list for these guys. Let's not do that. All right. TJ Warren, I had him locked in. Before I made a third line today, I had him on 2 out of 2 lines. And then flipping I had him on 2 out of 2 lines, and then I just had to scale back. He had 2 big games where he went off. This one he had what, 4 steals? Even without the 4 steals and 35 points against a potent Milwaukee team. But look, he shot the ball 84% of the time. If he keeps doing that, they're gonna drug test him and he's gonna be out the league. That's just not like of him. And then against the Knicks, which is why I love Tobias today, because and again, he had 2 steals. Wait, he had five. He took 21 shots. I don't know. I just don't know, man. I was big on him for a good part of the morning and last night, but now I have no exposure to him. But he's in a good matchup. It is T.J. Warren. Whenever he gets hot, is he gonna get 21 shots up now that Oladipo is back? Just not quite sure. All right. Then these holidays, guys, I don't really want to. If you guys have a question about them, I'll try to answer it. But these guys are down on the totem pole. I don't feel like they're even worth considering, especially when you got a lot of values on the late game for the late slate later on tonight. We start looking at Doug McDermott and Sabonis. I'm big on Sabonis, even with Oladipo playing. They seem to be playing this inside-out game with Sabonis. He already played 41 minutes against these. I don't think he's going to get 41 minutes again. I think a lot of folks was out that game. And he put up 66 against them. He dropped a triple-double on them. I don't see why not again tonight. We look at Charlotte, near triple-double. He missed it by 1 rebound. He's getting 4 or 5. His assist numbers are the reason why I made a third lineup just to have some exposure to him tonight. Literally, I made a third lineup just to have some Sabonis exposure. I would hate for Sabonis to go off low owned, like, because I know he will be. All right, he's 9K. Nobody's paying that for him, but I need him in one lineup because I see the vision, I see the potential. I do like him tonight, so I made an extra lineup just to have him in it. Um, I do like him. I think he's probably my favorite Indiana player. To be honest, he's the only Indiana player that I would play. Miles Turner was so chalked on the other night, and I didn't understand it. I'm like, how the and then, they have the curse of the chalk, but sometimes you get the blessing of the chalk. When since is Miles Turner? I get it. Charlotte has been very generous to centers, and he was 5K even. So, and I guess one of my more trusted guys was talking him up, and people went with it, and they got lucky. Look, he got 20 points off of just blocks and steals, and I think, and then he got it's crazy. He could have triple doubled with blocks. It's crazy. That's crazy. If y'all think he's gonna continue that, good luck. Like I said, man, my favorite and only Indiana exposure tonight is Domantas Sabonis, and that's it. That's how I feel about that. We start to look at Portland now. It's talking a different story. CJ Mack, I disrespected the man the first game that Lillard said, and boy did I regret it. My son Soda Popinski chewed me one. He's like, yo, bro, what is wrong with you? I was like, bro, wait. I said, wait. Why is he talking to me like that? I said, like, he said, you overthinking something so simple. Play the man, bro. He's like 6K. He's gonna have all the. He went off for like what he did like that day, 60. What he went off for? He went off for 70s. No, it was 50. He went off for 50. Then he followed up for 76. He knew he was in my lineup because that's the type of dude I am. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna miss out again. Then he followed up with 55. There's no reason not to play him again tonight. I know that Indiana, especially with Oladipo on the floor, they could be a threat defensively, but this guy, his usage is too high. With that being said, though, I just want to point something out to you guys. Since Dame Lillard went down, this team has been on a home stretch. They played the last 3 games at home. They're comfortable. The crowd is on them. They just came from a nice day with their kids and their wives. Their energy, their vibe is good. Okay, now they gotta travel. They gotta travel all the way to the East Coast from Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and in a tougher matchup against a team that's could arguably say is reeling, because I think Indiana kind of got a little worse over the last couple of weeks, months. But yeah, they're going on the road, and his home road split is not as bad as the other guy that I'm gonna get to in a minute. But just keep that in mind, guys. It's curb your enthusiasm. Another reason why I made a third line and just kind of go with like the home. One line I made off how I feel. The other line just to get Sabonis, and then the other one more analytics, home splits, stuff like that. So when you see I make multiple lines, it's not just random anymore. It's a different approach. Each line has a system of thought that I put into it. I said, okay, boom, this is the chalk line. Boom, everybody gonna be on this. Boom, let me just go with that, and then with a couple low owned guys that I like. Boom, that should hit. So boom, that line is safe. Then I got the line that's analytic driven, defensive ratings, and da-da-da-da-da. Boom, that's the safe. Most will consider that the cash line, right? But those be hitting too. Boom, I make that kind of line. Then I got the line where just players that I got a good feeling about that I probably shouldn't, but it's worth a flyer. I put a little bit. I probably put something in like a low price GPP if it hit big and return my profit type of deal. You know what I mean? That's my new way of thinking. Like I'm always trying to evolve in this DFS life. I'm always trying to be the best at this shit that I do, and that's why I get passionate. I'm real passionate about it, and that's why I get sensitive and emotional when y'all act like I'm not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So, CJ, that's how I feel about that. Trent, I mean, another guy. He had a couple games, and then people started like lingering on to. He went off for some 30s and stuff for 4K. I'm not buying it. If you're at home for 3 days and you're getting 37, 34 minutes, and you can't even get to mid 20s, and you're getting defensive numbers, three steals, and you get that means he's a 3 and D guy, right? I don't know. He don't shoot no three. He's just a D&D, defense, and that's it. I don't want him. I don't have no parts. Simons has been disappointing me, man. Like his shooting really sucks. 2 for 12, 2 for 8, 3 for 11, and then the way that McCollum is on the ball, he's not gonna get his assists up. So what is he doing really? Like what are we really gonna get from him? I'm all set. Give me Rondo in those price range. Um, Trevor Ariza, the minutes are gonna be there. They're gonna need his defense. He's the guy that could get you to 30. He got it 2 out of the 3 games that what's his name missed. And in this game right here, they still won. He played 36 minutes, but it looks like he was more passive. I guess I don't know. It's Detroit. He didn't. He only took 4 shots. He hasn't really taken a lot of shots. So what happened here? Or he just didn't make the few shots that he took. So the fact that he's only taking 4 to 7 shots a game makes me not like him. But he'll make it up in the rebounds. He'll make it up. We know that Turner is not a good rebounder by any estimate. You know what I'm saying? So he'll make up some rebounds. He'll make it up. It's just gonna be hard for him to get like that much play at the bigs in the bigs column today because I don't know. I'm just not big on Ariza. I don't see anything that's jumping out to make me say yes. Let me play Trevor Ariza tonight. That's just it. And then Mario and these guys. Mario should be getting more minutes, man. He's not a scrub, but I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for him. Melo, I'm not gonna lie. When Melo went off for 40 the other day, I was kind of like, damn. But he had to do 32 points to do that. Well, he doesn't get any peripherals from me. I see he got 15 rebounds. I'm like, what? But other than that, he has to shoot very well. Look, he had to go 11 for 16. That's not Melo like anymore anyway. So I'm just not paying 6K for Melo. And then another guy I really like is Whiteside. He's going up against a guy that cannot rebound the ball. So we know the rebounds are going to be there. In 3 out of the 3 games, he's just about 50. And he's getting more shots up now. Before we saw he was getting single digits. He might pull 10 shots. Now he's getting 12 to 16 shot attempts per game. So that makes me excited. I think I got Whiteside at every lineup that I got today. 3 out of 3. And I'm very worried about it only because when I hit the button splits, look at this. Look at this. At home, he'll get you 46. On the road, he'll get you 39. All right. With that being said, if I get 40 out of him tonight, I'm not pissed. If that's a season average, and I know he's getting more unit, I'm pissed. I'm not gonna lie. For 9K, I need at least 45, 5 times value floor at least. But guess what? He's averaging 40 on the road. His usage is up. He's going to take more shots. I know he's on the road, but I think this number should be going up just a tiny bit tonight. I feel pretty good about it, but it's Whiteside. You know how that could be. So it is what it is. That's how I feel about that. Let me see what y'all talk about on YouTube. Birthday blessings. Oh, today my birthday. I need help getting to the chicken. Yo, hit me on Twitter, man. I'll send you 3 lineups. You can run them. Hopefully, I do good for your birthday. Happy birthday to Mark K. Neely. He's been around for a minute. He's one of the old school grandfathered in. You know what I mean, listeners. Oh, look, my watches is up now. Okay, I'm getting back. I'm getting back there. Go ahead, like. Oh, I got 30 likes. I'm litty again. They love me. See, this is what y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta butter me up, man. Y'all gotta butter me up. Y'all know I give y'all the greatest information. Mr. Miyagi, are you from New York? 100%. Brooklyn, Canarsie, Flatbush. That's what I rep. Flatbush, Canarsie. That's my town. Lamb is out. So some users should go to Warren. I agree. I'm just not big on a 6K Warren. He's too hit or miss. I don't see no. His floor is so bad that when you pay 6K and you get like 20 from a guy, you're like, oh my God, why? If he could guarantee me like 30, 20, 30, I'm just not. I don't love it. Oladipo will be low on tonight's the night. Go for it, man. Go for it. Like I said, if you get him on that night, and I've been there, yo. I remember they, man, when they said that they lifted his minute restriction. He was so chalky that night. I won so much money because of it. So I don't mind. I don't mind. Go for it. I think you should do all right with him. Hustle said at Soda Pop is a beast. Yo, Hustle, man, I hear you. Happy birthday, Neely. Yes, yes. Rondo back to being. Oh, wait till I talk about that game. Shake Milton over Ariza. Can I co-sign that? Yeah. I was. They both the same. And me, I'll probably go to the lower or one. I have none of them, so I'm good. Can Golden State keep it close? Yes. Yes. One thing I know is AD is nice, and he's probably one of the best in his position. But when we saw him in New Orleans, even with the same team, Rondo, AD, similar guys, they weren't really blowing folks out like that. And Golden State got some young talent. They're fast. They're up and down the court. So I think so. Yes, I would think so. I mean, let's keep it going though. We got two more games to break down. Um, Oklahoma versus Sacramento. Yo, the reason I won yesterday, not last night, but the night before, is because of my son Saint Case. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna take no credit for that. I'm on the phone with Saint Case like, yo, you don't got no Adams exposure, no Adams. I'm like, why you like Adams? I click on Adams' name. I said, wait. I said, wait. Adams was like, yo, 40, 40, 50, even 37, 30. I said, nah, I'm a game log guy. Let me take a shot. Chicago, that's like the easiest matchup. Had him at like 2%, smash, killed it. So I'm going back Adams tonight. Love Adams tonight. I don't feel like Giles or Alex Len or whoever they put out there. I don't feel like none of them could touch him. I love Adams tonight, man. I love Adams. I love Adams. Chris Paul, I do love, but I don't like that they got him at 8K now. That's crazy. They sabotaging my love for him because I want to play him, but I don't see upper 40s for him. I see lower 40s. I don't understand how the man go from 666 low sevens. Now he's all the way up to 8,200. He need what? Because he had 148 game. Oh, yeah, two 48, 49. So now they jump his price 82.8. And he's gonna live up there, which is fine. And then Murphy's law. As soon as Chris Paul starts shining, we get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. His price came down a little bit. He got to the low sixes, and then he starts getting hot and going off. I'm not touching Shea. Every time I play Shea, I get 25 to 30 from him. I love him today. I had him in my line initially last night. Then I woke up today. I'm like, nah, man, we're not gonna make this mistake again. We're not playing Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We're not doing it. No, not doing it. But I like him. I'm not playing him just because of my history with him. It's like this is how I grew to dislike Bradley Beal so much. You know what I mean? I used to like these guys. I used to play them, and then boom, nothing. And then I low key felt like him and John Wall had a little friction. I'm a big John Wall supporter. I love John Wall. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, so Shea and Chris Paul both good plays. I do have a little bit of Dennis Schroeder exposure today though because I feel like this one can get out of hand early. Now that they talking about what's his name is questionable, so that's even more reason to think this game will get out of hand. And even if it don't, it's Schroeder. On the season, he's averaging 6 times his price. On the entire season, why would I not consider him? I get it. He's had a couple games, 25, whatever. But he got some 40-point upside. His floor seems to be 5 times value. He got 8 to 9 times value for that price. So we know. Hold on. Shorty getting antsy. I'm definitely coming. So we know. You see what I'm saying? The fact that I put aside, bro. You know what I do just for this DFS? I put my Johns on hold. I got Shorty blowing up my line. Some nice skins I could be getting on right now. You know what I mean? But I know it's gonna be there. And while the game's going on, it's gonna be there with me. You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna get open when I show her the screen. Like, yo, look, I bet $68. Look, my shit up 600. You should have seen when the fight was going on that night with the what's his name? With the whatever, I don't know these boxers' name, but the big fight the other day is going on. I'm with a nice little vibe in the spot watching the game, and she's like, I'm spending wild bread in there. That's how I do. I stunt. I go out with these females, and I start stunting. You know what I mean? And they love it. And then we had a good night. The night finished very well, and that's how I give it up. So tonight, same shit, different toilet. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Oh, my boy Saint Case chiming in. I'm about to tell him come through, man. Come through. I'm live. That's my dogs. Come through. I'm live. Link on Twitter. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I like Dennis Schroeder, safe floor, high upside. He got 9 times upside with a 5 times floor. He doesn't really get there often, but a night like tonight, they're at home. Um, I like it. I like it a lot. The fact that again, I don't like challenging the Bulls with point guards, and it seems like the coach kind of pulled back on them too, just to give Adams and the starters more run. They kind of pulled back off Schroeder. Don't act like I'm not seeing that. I've been peeping that, but again, give me some Dennis Schroeder that's coming off the bench, gunning, gunning, gunning. He can get you everything: rebounds, assists, points. Every now and then he'll fill up the defensive numbers. He will get to the line. He does everything. There's no reason. So I do have him in one out of my 3 lineups. I love me some Dennis today. Let's keep it going. Yo, this guy Dort, if it wasn't for the value today, I'd probably like punt him in one of my lineups. No funny shit. He's averaging 6 times his price in the last 3 games. And I'm looking at his game. I'm like, yo, he got 27, 21 upside. I get it. The floor of 4 and 13 and 6 and 4 and 5. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I do like me some Dort. Gallinari could be sneaky. You know what I mean? He got some upside to him. He doesn't have upside, but I don't know. He'll get you a mid 30. You get him on the right. Just for that price, I don't see it. I feel like it's not the slate for it. I don't see him going off for 50. I don't think he did all year, but, decent. And then that's it. These Nader, Muscala, Hervey, nothing but Steven Adams. I'm big on Steven Adams. I love me some Steven Adams today. I think he's in a good spot. And then we check out some Sacramento. Point guard, Fox, they said is questionable. Lower abdominal tightness. It's unclear when he picked up the injury, though it could keep him sidelined for the first half. It's back to back. Duh. They gotta, you know what it is. NBA ratings are down, so now teams are really careful with how they verbalize. Like LeBron is not playing tonight because they're playing the worst team in the NBA, so he goes back to the groin injury that he had like a year ago. All of a sudden, it's bothering him. And same thing with Fox. It's a back to back. He's a guy who's been hurt, and they're playing it safe with him. So I pretty much rule him out from now. To be honest, I think he's not gonna play. Am I gonna go Corey Joseph? I might. Let me see. 22 minutes. Nah. Because look, he's been getting minutes, right? So with that being said, the next guy up that I like and I think that could be sneaky is this guy right here. That means if Fox sits, this guy's gonna assume more ball handling responsibilities. And again, he's gonna have a safe floor, high upside. In 2 games, 28 minutes, 30. So he's good for a point per minute against this team. His role will be increased. I think that he's a good look for tonight as well. Probably be low owned. Everybody's gonna go. You know how the DFS community thing. They put it in the algorithm. The algorithm says, okay, Fox is a point guard. The math goes into it. They tell him go Corey Joseph off default. That's how algorithm works. I don't rely on them. I'm a little different in my approach. I think Bogdanovich is probably who you want right there, and then Buddy Hield, same thing. He'll come off. Buddy Hield, same thing. He'll come off the bench, crazy high usage. The only thing is, I guess he's working on his distribution numbers. He got 9 assists, 4 assists, 5 assists. So if Buddy Hield's gonna be dishing out assists, and Fox is out, I'll say, hey man, show Buddy some love because Fox, that's a lot of usage. Buddy Hield becomes interesting at that point. We got people like Bazemore. Bazemore came up on my radar last night. Like I'm going through each play and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait. The man had 28 for in the 28 minutes in the last 3 games, averaging 30 fantasy points. Like you don't overlook that. He flashed a little upside, had a 43, so it's a little bit skewed, but still, this guy is crashing the boards here. 28 for that price, not bad. 24, 27. Whenever the minutes are there, 27 minutes, 25. So is this affecting Buddy Hield in any way? It's something to keep an eye on, and that's why I came off Buddy Hield personally because I'm like, Bazemore is new to the team, and his looks, and then Bonds got to get his. So and then Jabari Parker is now there. They've been off, and he's been practicing. Bielitsa, he's probably the guy that's probably taking a hit, but not really because he's still getting in the 20s. So that front court's a little bit crowded. I don't love any of them like that. I do know that they don't have bigs, and Giles has reemerged. Similar to when Bagley came back, they kind of went cautious with him. We know guys could put up numbers quick. He did it last year. He could do it again this year. But now he's getting back into the 30s, and this game was a blowout. In only 24 minutes, he got to the bag. 32 minutes, he got to the bag. Um, so if you're telling me he's gonna get 28, 30 minutes for 5K, I do have a lot of guys. I think I got him in 2 out of my 3 lineups. I do like Giles tonight. He's one of the lower owned players that I'm targeting tonight as well. I love me some Giles tonight. The Sacramento team, if it's not Giles, um, Corey Joseph is min price. I'm not gonna sit here and say don't play Corey Joseph. If you're min price and your starting point guard is out, dog. That's why the algorithm will spit his name out to you because it's like dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like yes. But me personally, I'm not thrilled about it. Okay, I'm just not thrilled about it. So Corey Joseph is in play. Buddy Hield, Bogdanovich, Bazemore is in play. All these guys is in play. You just got to get the right one. But my favorite is Giles, and that's who I'm going with. I feel like he has less competition for shit tonight. He's got it. You know what I mean? I feel like he should be okay. And that's how I feel about that game. One more to go. Let me see what y'all talking about on YouTube. On YouTube. Oh, my son did check in. My son, my son. Wilder, yeah, that Wilder fight. That was a good night for me. Van Nigel, I've been on Adams for a minute, running him until he comes back down to earth. Not a bad idea. Me too. If Fox is out, then Corey Joseph would be on Chris Paul, and Joseph got good defense. It's a good call. It's a good call. Even better, I'm happy that I got my man Shooter in one of the lineup. That floor is rough. You talking about Dort? I'm pretty sure you talking about Dort. Yeah, that floor is rough. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yo, Saint Case, why I go on dog? Give the dogs them wait. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke for real, man. Young boy had some potential. B Helix a good defense. I might fade Gallo. Yeah, no Gallo for me. Fox be slumming. Yeah, he do. What the fuck wrong with Buddy Hill? Nothing. Buddy Hill been doing alright. His floor's been just around 30. He flash some upside every other game, every 2 games he get a little run. I think I got a little bit. I don't remember. My line's already locked in. I'm not gonna change them unless something big drop for the news. But I think Buddy Hill decent. CP3 better than any guard Kings have. That's a fact. CP3 having a nice year right now, man. Um, yo, you know what's crazy? When it comes to I think the Western Conference is gonna see a big upset this year. And the 2 teams that I feel like could pull out are the Thunder, which is nuts. I know y'all think I'm a weirdo, right? Yeah, and of course the Rockets. I think this small ball thing is like nuts, and it's fun to watch, and they're unstoppable. Russell Westbrook get to be himself again. Harden is everything clicks into place since they got rid of a center. They're not with this pick and roll. They're in this run and gun shit. So I like it. Welcome back, man. Peter, I'm here. Bazemore in all my lines, all your lines. Good luck. That's not a bad bet. You see what he been doing. He been decent. Don't sleep on Marquise Chris. I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. He said at gay, shh. Pop Smoke from your block? Nah, he from my neighborhood. He younger. I don't really know him. I know like old heads. He's from my neighborhood, and I know a couple people who took advantage of his success, and he gave them jobs and shit. But he's not from my block. I think he's from the 90s, like 90. I think them niggas grew up on like 92nd in the back. From Canarsie youth. Big Fly. What up? What up? What up? GT Massive. Wagwan. Let's get it. I think you from GT. You got the GT colors on your profile. It looks Guyanese to me. But let's break down this last game that's gonna be super chalky, super star studded. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Golden State. Let's look at Golden State. Point guard, Steph Curry's out. Draymond Green expected to play. That makes things a lot different because we got used to a lot of stuff happening in the last few games based on Draymond not being out. Draymond is like the general there, man. They're not gonna like reduce his usage or diss him up for any of these new guys. So the fact that Draymond is playing kind of have my antennas going up. And then he's playing against a decent team, the Warriors, okay, the Lakers, who will have LeBron on the sideline. He likes to show up against these kind of guys. They got conflicts. With that being said, though, how many minutes he's gonna get, I don't know. He's a good play. I guess he's going up against a bunch of scrubs outside of AD, but I can't say that because Lakers are filled with a bunch of good defenders. And if they play good defense tonight, this game can get out of hand early. That's probably the difference between this AD team versus the one in New Orleans is that it's a better defensive squad. You got KCP, um, um, you got what's dude name, the little Avery Bradley, KCP. You got all these defenses. So I don't know. I'm not gonna play him particularly. I'm just using him as a way to say just be careful of getting excited of what we've been seeing from Golden State recently versus what we're going to see tonight. It might be a whole different look because Draymond is going to require that much attention. He's going to have that much usage. All right, so I would just take that into consideration. People like Poole. Is Poole going to have the ball in his hand that much? We see. I watched a couple Golden State games recently, and Poole is running around the court like a headless chicken. His usage was crazy. Look, he's taking 14 shots. He's trying to get some assists. He's getting minutes. And with that much usage, even though he kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie to you. I see him how he kind of sucks. I even picked him because the usage was sick. He barely squeezed you just to about 30. The upside's not gonna be there for the guy, but now that Draymond is back, I think he's the one that suffers the most. To be honest, you got guys like Damian Lee. I like his upside when I saw him on Christmas Day, and my eyes was like, "Yo!" We saw him on Christmas Day light up. I think they played who they played. I think these same Lakers, was it? No, the Rockets. They played the Rockets Christmas Day. He lit them up. I'm like, wow, this kid is talented because he plays a guard, but he plays like a forward. He's a big guy. He got hops. He'll crash the boards. He'll pull down some rebounds. He's kind of alright. He's decent. So I like that. Wiggins, yo. I watched the game right from my hotel room. I was out and I'm watching the game. Wiggins is never to be rostered again, man. The guy has no. Now I understand Jimmy Butler's frustration. Yo, he was just standing around the 3-point line with his hands down his side, mad lethargic. He was looking so lethargic on the court. I'm like, yo, dude, do something. He was in my lineup, and I'm pissed. I'm like, do something. Run and demand the ball. I watch games with like certain players, they not gonna wait for the ball to come in. They run into the ball. Give me the ball. You see like people like Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert. Why you think I like them so much? Them dudes are dogs, bro. They not playing. Give me the ball. That's why. That's why they can't even stay on the court together because it's like they subliminally fighting for the. Give me the ball. He's supposed to be the best player. The Draymond is out. You're supposed to be the best player on the court. Why you not taking the ball? He showed some. He flashed some upside when he was in flipping Minnesota, maybe because Cap was probably in his ears, like, yo, do something. Jimmy Butler got in his ears, do something. This guy does nothing. And I'm not playing him. I'm not playing him. I'm not even looking at him. I'm so disappointed. I was so upset. I was so upset watching that game. It blew my mind. I would never roster this Wiggins guy ever again in his career. Yo, Wiggins is on the same thing with Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal now, he's starting to pump it up. I'm just happy that he got this run going, so his price could stay in the 9-10K range, and I don't have to look at him. I would not play him for that price unless it's like a 2-game slate, But whatever. Yeah, don't play Wiggins, man. It's probably the biggest fade of the slate is Andrew Wiggins for me personally. Man, shit got me so upset. Pascal was super chalked the other day. I didn't understand it. I guess he had a nice little run in the beginning of the season, and people thought that he showed promise or whatever. But truth be told, he's not that nice. Like they've given him opportunities after opportunities, and he just does nothing. I'm not a big fan. I do like this kid right here, but now that Draymond is playing, I don't think he's gonna get any minutes. But I think once the trainers get a hold of him and he gets a good team around him, I think this dude right here is gonna have a good NBA career, man. I just like his game. I like his energy. I like his enthusiasm. I like his everything. I think he's good, but not tonight. Let's not play him tonight. Um, and then we have Marquise Chris, who Gabe Santana says don't sleep on. Marquise Chris been balling with and without Draymond, and I get it. I just don't attack Anthony Davis with bigs. I don't like to do it. But that being said, he only in 2 games, averaging 21 minutes, he put up 29 points. I just want to see something real quick. Did AD play both of those games? No, he only played one. He only played one. See that? My antennas went off. Like, wait a minute, what? Because I know bigs don't have a good time, and for bigs to have a good time against the Lakers, you have to be a really good big. So maybe the game that AD didn't play. Now, if AD don't play, yes, by all means. I could be wrong. Maybe he did go off the game that AD played. I don't know what happened. I'm not. I got people waiting for me. I'm not gonna really go and just go deep into it like that right now. But you guys can do your homework and see. If you look, it's a red second. Just don't attack. Do not attack LAL when at the front court when AD is playing. That's just how I feel. So I'm sleeping on Chris tonight, personally. For that 6K, I don't have it in me. But with that being said, if we game log watching, we see that in 25 minutes he'll put up 40. In 30 minutes he'll put up 43. And Draymond is back. I'm not loving it. I don't love that one right there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel it. I don't love it. It's just how I feel. Then we look at the Lakers. Boy, hold on. Let me look at YouTube because Lakers gonna take a little bit of scrutiny, man. It's gonna take some. They don't give Buddy minutes anymore. Only if he's hot, he'll stay on the floor. Yeah, I've been seeing that. Wiggins is pure trash. Yeah, man. Don't blast Wiggins. He's an off-ball guy. He needs someone to work off of when Curry come back. Oh, maybe you're right, man. Maybe when Curry come back, I'll reanalyze. But for right now, I'm good. Man, don't ever compare Wiggins to Bill. With a real Bradley Bill, please stand up. The game 80 played, Chris went off. Chris, 3 fouls in 5 minutes, no thanks. Yeah. I'm not big on Marquise today, man. I'm not big on Marquise today. Just not feeling it. Careful with Giles. Len is back. Len offers me no threat. Len don't get minutes no matter where he goes. I've seen Len goes from Phoenix to Atlanta. I'm big on Giles today, man. I'm big on Giles today. Big on Giles. All right. Let's get into this Lakers game. Point guard, LeBron is out. Now, let me explain something now. When LeBron plays, he is the point guard. The ball is in his hand. He expects people to move around. They got their 3-point shooters. Him and AD kind of feed off each other, whatever, right? With no LeBron, it's a different scheme of things, okay? I'll pull up this whole team right here. Outside of LeBron, I don't see not one guy that could bring up the ball and run an offense. Okay, maybe Caruso. I don't know. I don't really know much about this Caruso guy. He's been getting. I guess the fans voted him to make the All-Star game, and he's been on a lot of people's radar. I don't really know much about him. I haven't really scouted his game as much. I doubt that I will. I have no interest in him like that. I do have him and Rondo stacked in a couple lineups only because he seems to be who the coach likes more, and I would just hate to lose out on something. And he's min price, and he will be a little on the higher own side. So I'm like, I have a little exposure to him just because of that, just to cover that part of the field. But I'm just saying that people are saying, "Oh, Rondo's a trap. Be careful, be careful, be careful." But with LeBron playing, he's still averaging 6 times his price on the entire season. Let's not get that twisted. Let's not get that twisted. This is the best value on the slate, hands down. I would debate that to the end with anybody tonight. Okay, it's just a no-brainer. Like, who's gonna bring the ball up and set up sets? Who? You're gonna give Dwight Howard, Kuzma, Danny Green, Caldwell Pope? You gotta play Rondo tonight. And then him and AD already have chemistry. They play the entire season together already, so they know each other. They feel each other. You understand what I'm saying? So for you not to play Rondo tonight, I'm like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just tough, man. It's tough. I just don't see it. So I love Rondo. He's my favorite player to slate. I don't see what's not to love. He's going against Golden State. Who they gonna have on him? You know, who they gonna put on him? You know, what are they gonna do? Pool? Don't be a fool. Come on, play Rondo tonight. Just get money. Love it. He's men price. He's gonna be chalk, and he has a big role. He has a big role to play tonight. They need this guy. Personally, I think they should play more Rondo, but they can't because LeBron is chasing a legacy where his assist numbers have to be a certain way. He wants to retire leading assist and he wants to be the man, and they're accommodating to that. But with no LeBron, don't get it twisted. You gotta play Rondo. Period. People in my inbox like, yo, Rondo, Caruso. They're trying to discourage me from playing Rondo with Caruso as a mention. I'm like, yo, why are you mentioning Caruso to me? Who? Seriously? Play Rondo. Rondo might go off for 40 tonight. It's 3K. He might triple-double. He got triple-double potential. Why are you telling me about Caruso? Are y'all serious, man? Yo, man, play Rondo tonight, man. That's it. And me, I just stacked him with Caruso just to cover bases. But don't get cute. Play Rondo. All right, simple. All right, and then we look at guys like Danny Green, who could be. I mean, he's 6 times value in the last 3 games with LeBron. He's just flashed some 36-point upside. His floor kind of hurts me though, man. I mean, Boston, Denver, those are good defensive team, but Phoenix, the same. Golden State played 29 minutes. He might take more shots, but come on, 14. I don't love it. I don't like him. Give me Rondo. Caruso already spoke about. Avery Bradley. Another guy, man, 8 and 9 will piss me off tonight. Getting 29 minutes, he'll put up 9. The next game, 29 minutes, he put up 30. So I don't know what to expect from him. Against Golden State, 30 minutes, he put up 35. So maybe Avery Bradley is what you want. I'm not playing Avery Bradley, but he already showed that he can beat this team up, and he might do it again tonight. It's hard. All right. Then we look at Caldwell Pope. He's probably my next guy up that I like. No, I'm lying. It was Caldwell Pope. But then after further analysis, what makes me even dislike most of these guys more is the fact that, Kuzma, another guy. Now, that's the guy that I think is a little overrated tonight, to be honest. His usage will be up, yes, I get it. But um, with Draymond playing, I'm just a little bit worried about Kuzma, to be honest. But I do have him in one of three, just in case. Because we know that his ownership tonight is like through the roof. I'm not as thrilled. I don't know. But I had more exposure to him. You know that he's good for a point per minute. He already showed that twice, 2 games against this season. And just period. He played 12 minutes. He get 25, 27, 22, 23, 17, 16, 8. I got 1 out of 3 Kuzma. I don't love it. But the small forward spot. And that's the thing. And then what's up with DraftKings? Are they on drugs? Like, how the hell is Kuzma going to be listed as a center? Are you serious? What, because LeBron out, y'all want to play games tonight? Why is Kuzma listed as a center on any website? This is crazy to me. I'm making lineups looking for a small forward. I'm like, yes, I got Kuzma tonight. I could play him at small forward because small forward sucks. I'm looking at T.J. Warren and Tobias, which I like, but I'm like, damn. Outside of those two, I was having a hard time. Then I started looking at some Buddy Hields. I'm like, all right, it's getting better. But Kuzma for a center is just dumb. I don't understand that. I think it's stupid. I like Kuzma. I don't hate him. I think he's a good point per minute guy. I think he has a decent floor. He flashed upsides when the team has been deprived before. I think he put up like a 40 bomb against the Thunder one game that LeBron sat. That's something I was looking at last night. So Kuzma's decent. But the guy that I really, 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 really think is gonna get overlooked and go under the radar tonight is this guy. And he helped my lineups. My one lineup that I really liked, I needed a guy with like just bare minimum price, and I needed him to be small forward. And then I discovered this guy. Now, get no mistakes. It's a punt that I like a lot. And I like his brother better than him. I think his brother's a better player than he is. But he filled the small forward role for me today. And I'm going to take it and run with it. Yeah. With LeBron, all he had to do was take 3 shots. And in 15 minutes, he started getting a lot of fouls. I guess they try to press him to play defense, something that he's not really too proficient at. And his hands, he's playing with his hands and not his feet, it looks like. I don't know. But I'm pulling a trigger on him tonight in the lineup that I like a lot. I just needed to throw off some salary. For 3,100, he became my favorite play at the small forward position for the bare minimum, of course. Again, it's a punt. It's just something I wanted to bring to my crew's attention. I think Markieff today it's hazing for him today. He gets to initiate himself as a Laker. I hope. I'm just wishful thinking. It's just a punt that I went with was Marquise. All right, and then AD, I got him in 1 out of 3, only just because he's 10K. And I don't really get too crazy with these big pay ups. I've been paying up a little more recently than I have in my history, but I just don't feel like AD is what I want to pay up for. I just don't. I don't feel it tonight. With that being said, though, no LeBron. We know AD got 100-point upside in him. With him and Rondo, it's 100-point upside there, and that's why I had to go make a nice, comfortable. Again, I made 3 lineups with 3 different approaches, so it's not that I'm fading them. Why only 1 out of 3? It's just that each lineup is trying to do something different, and there's different ways to skin a cat. Last time I did a live breakdown, I made 4 lineups for y'all, and all 4 hit. You understand? All 4 hit. So AD can go off for 60, 80, 90 and be 80% owned. But you start chasing these guys that I see people big on tonight that might fail. And my Tobias, Horford, Giles, when those guys go off, it'll put me right up there where AD is when you took all that risk just to get him in. So with that being said, I do have AD in 1 out of 3, but I don't love it. I don't really think it's a must play, but it's a very good play, of course. Like he's gonna be the usage guy. He's the next man up. There's no LeBron. He's the next man up, and we saw already that AD will go off a lot of points. Also, whenever AD start overimposing himself, like games like this where he's not used to his body, he's not used to him doing too much, and he starts doing too much, we all know what that means, right? Headed to the locker room. So also watch out for that as well. All right. For some reason, I like Dwight Howard quite a bit today too. I do like Dwight Howard quite a bit, but if AD is going to be playing the center and JaVale McGee got to get some burn, and they just added Markeith, that's just another front court player that I'm a little bit concerned about. So I was on him overnight, but then I woke up and just kind of got off of Dwight Howard, like, nah. And same thing could be said for JaVale McGee. The bare minimum with no LeBron, he's going to get, 24 minutes? Yo, JaVale could pop off for a good, smooth 30 tonight, 10 times value. There's no reason to not play JaVale. JaVale's too. It's just I like a lot of centers, so for him to clog up that center spot is gonna hurt. And it's JaVale who is probably on hold till the playoff comes when they probably need him and his explosiveness. But for right now, I don't know. No, I don't know. And it's a revenge game, right? JaVale versus the Warriors. So it's a lot of things showing that JaVale might could be the play, but I'm just not super excited about it by any means. That's how I feel about the slate, man. I'll answer any questions. I'm about to get out of here. All right. Rondo, yeah, you got to play Rondo. Wiggins is trash, yeah. No Wiggins. People overthinking and getting cute. Rondo is a must play. Rondo, lock him in. AD, Rondo, that's your lineup. Oh, AD, Rondo, Kuzma, Cruz on my player pool, but every Laker has potential to hit. Of course. Of course. Of course. You know what's crazy? I was looking at this Laker team, trying to understand who I want to play next. And you know what stood out to me? Their pricing. They got 2 guys that's double digit, 10 and 11K. The next man up is almost min price, Dwight Howard, and everything after that is 3K. There have to be 5 people on the court at one time. So get the right Lakers, you'll be all right tonight. You'll be happy. All right, man. 41 watching, 41 thumbs up. That's what I like to see. I'm getting out of here, man. I wish everybody good luck. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description down below. Retweet my everything, man. I'm trying to get my followers up. Listen, the more views I get on YouTube, that give me a little bit of change. There's a software right now that costs $250 that I'm using to stream live from. All right? I'm not coming out of my pocket for it. So if you guys want to invest in it for me and get it so I could do this more often, or if you guys want to get my views and stuff up so the advertisers could pay for this shit, whatever, however. That's why I go get nuts when I'm not getting the attention, because the more views I get is the more money I get from advertisements, which then I could use to do things and produce this high quality expert analysis that I give you guys. All right. So with that being said, I'm out of here, man. Peace to the out. Peace to the out. Where is it?